I'm a graduate apprentice, well done, in England, working in insurance, and it's completely free. Do any other legal professions count for QWE? For example, legal advisor, judge, prosecutor, or is it only lawyer's practice? And does this apply to SQE2 exemption? Well, so there's a couple of questions in that. So I'm going to deal with one after the other, and I'll paraphrase again. So can you get your QWE in professions other than legal, like a law practice? And the answer is yes, you can. And I confirmed the qualifying work experience of people working in many different sectors. It really doesn't matter what the nature of the business is. It doesn't matter what your job description is. What matters is the nature of your work. Is it the provision of legal services? So you could be working in an accountancy firm, but the job that you're doing is specifically providing legal services, interpreting the law, advising on the law, drafting legal contracts. Absolutely possible. It's got to be the provision of legal services. So as a judge, if you were a judge, I would struggle to think that you were doing so, perhaps because who are you providing them to? Who's your client? If you're working in-house, your client is your employer. You're stretching it a bit if you're a judge and you're saying, well, it's the people, the state. I would need to have a really in-depth discussion to work that out if I was to have to make that decision. So we're getting a bit theoretical here. Prosecutor, probably yes, because you're very much doing litigious work. Prosecutor works differently in different jurisdictions, so it does depend. Yeah, I mean, you could be working, as I said, in a charity, the citizens' advice, giving legal advice there. That's something that's given as an example by the SRA. Okay. So now then, you've got a second question. Does this apply to the SQE2? Now, let me paraphrase that. For SQE2 exemptions, can your legal experience be obtained outside of a legal practice? The answer again is yes. It's a little bit more restrictive because the SRA wants you to be working to the level of your qualification. Remember, SQE2 exemptions are for people who are already qualified as lawyers, and that you've been employed really for the use of your skills because of your qualification in that other jurisdiction. So you could certainly be doing that, and it could be you're part of the government. Here, you're not providing legal services, in a sense, to a client. There's a different definition. So it certainly could be that you could be doing that for the purposes of the SQE2 exemption application in businesses, in-house, in all sorts of other areas other than just a law firm. So it's all a little theoretical here, so I can't give too many concrete examples. It's always down to assessing the situation for the individual concerned, but I hope that's of some general help.